On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Allen going to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Cook up the gut. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Chubb is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Chubb again, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Seven 0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Fights him off, and he goes out right around the 39. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Random, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Stroud off the play fake. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. 23 yards to pick up there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38.
Under.
Running left, it's Mixon. Shrugs him off. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 1. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Flush to his right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Pass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. When you look at this Buffalo defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
It's Mixon on the counter. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Stroud working out of the gun. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bills 14, Texans 7.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw, it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
56.
Back to throw. Allen. That's caught by Shakir. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick Chubb. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, south.
Now Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Why Tony? 19 Texas.
Stroud now on 4th down. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Nice effort from Jalen Petrie getting to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Allen now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 19 tackles.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. They'll roll him out right. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's Allen following a fumble recovery. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Allen to throw it. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air, Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Stroud looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Stroud. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Uno more. Look the hot. 11.
Final play of the half, Stroud. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Allen. That is caught. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Keon Coleman, 36 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Texans 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first.
Touchdown, Houston! Joe Mixon, 68 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Allen. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Allen going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Samuel is someone who you have to account for on every play because he can make catches, as he did there, or he can carry the ball out of the backfield. An explosive playmaker who can do a lot of damage with the ball in his hands.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 29.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Allen. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mixing up the middle. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action. Stroud now. Rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Stroud to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now Allen. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he's brought down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Chubb on the counter. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Bills are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's good for a Houston Texans.
Stroud to Mixon on the check down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8.
On the quick, right? Why Tony? 19 Texas. Robin.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Stroud sets up the play action. And that'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, 46 yards. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And he stopped immediately there. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they take a knee. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.